Hello again, Year 9. Hope you're okay. Right, so the next lesson we're going to look at simultaneous equations when we don't already have an identical term. So we need to create that identical term. Sometimes we have to just multiply one of the equations. Sometimes we have to multiply both of them. Okay, so we're going to look at how we're going to do this. So if we look at this set of simultaneous equations, we've got 5x minus 3y is 33 and 3x minus 9y is 63. Now, we can either make the y's the same or the x is the same. Personally, I always like to make the y's the same just because you end up with less of a pickle over negative numbers, but there's nothing wrong with making the x's the same if it's a bit easier for you. Okay, so I'm going to make the y's the same. So this time I've just got to multiply this one by 3 in order to make it 9y and 9y. So I'm going to put a little times by 3 there to make sure whoever's going to mark my work that they know what I was doing. So I'm going to times that one by 3, so that will be 15x minus 9y equals 99. Okay, so now I've eliminated that, well, not getting confused now with my elimination, but yeah, I don't need that equation anymore. So what I do is get my pencil out and just draw a line through it. I don't want to not be able to see it all together, but I don't want to get it confused with the rest of my work. So now I've got my identical term, my 9y's. Now going back to the little mantra that we said last lesson, if the signs are the same we subtract, if they're different we add. So we need to subtract them. Now I really need to do this one take away this one, okay, rather than the other way around, else I'm going to end up with a negative x, which just makes it harder. So I'm just going to rewrite it underneath. So 15x minus 9y equals 99 and 3x minus 9y equals 63, just so I've got the larger of the two equations on the top. Okay, so there's my identical term, which will be eliminated. So 15x take away 3x, which will be 12x. That's eliminated, so 99 take away 63 will be 36, so therefore x is going to be 3. Now remember, we can substitute that into any of the equations. You can even put it in the one that you've put a line through. Okay, so I'm going to put it in through the one that I had a line through. So 5x, that will be now worth 15. Okay, so we'll just write down here what we're doing. We're substituting. Okay, so 15 instead of 5x minus 3y equals 33. Now we can see here, we've gone from 15, we're subtracting something and the answer is getting bigger. So this means that this 3y would have to be worth minus 18. Okay, because if we subtract a negative, it's going to be the same as adding. Okay, so therefore y is going to be minus 6. Okay, so make my solution clear. X is 3 and y equals minus 6. Remember what we did last lesson, we highlight our answer to make sure that it's easily visible. Again, making sure that we're showing all these steps down really clearly. Okay, giving yourself plenty of room. Okay, right, the next question. Now, this time, hopefully you've noticed that I can't multiply 2 by anything, that's 2.5, but not by a whole number. I can't multiply this one by anything to make 5, and I can't multiply this one or this one by anything to make the same. So I've got to multiply both of them. Now, do you remember before I said I prefer making the y's the same? So that's just my personal choice. So I'm going to make these both 10y. So I'm going to have to times that one by 5 and that one by 2. Okay, so if I do that, then I end up with 15x add 10y equals 265. And if I multiply the bottom one by 2, I end up with 4x add 10y equals 144. Now I have an identical term. Now, are the signs the same or are they different? They are the same, so I need to subtract them. So 15x take away 4x is 11x. That one's eliminated. 265 minus 144 is 121. So therefore x is 11. Remember, if I know the answer to 1, then I can work out over. So I'm going to substitute it in. Okay, so if I go back to this top one here, so I now know that x is 11. So 3 times 11 will be 33. Add 2y makes 53. So that 2y is going to have to be worth 20, isn't it? So 2y is worth 20, and therefore y is worth 10. Now, with simultaneous equations, you can always check your answer. So you could always put these two solutions back into, say, for example, the second one. So you know that this was 2 times 11 is 22, 5 times 10 is 50, that makes 72. Yeah, it works for both equations, so I know that I've definitely got it right. Remember, we write our solution out, making it clear. Okay. And there we go. Right, again, like the last lesson, I've left you some questions to have a look, practice through, check that you've got them right. Okay, the next lesson after this will be online, so there will be no way of checking the answers before you get them, and then myself or Miss Corbin will feedback to you on the work that you do through the My Maths tasks. Okay, so you do need this practice. Okay, good luck everyone. Bye bye.